Let me drink. I will cut this part. Let me drink. Hi. Yes, yes, it's me. It's Soshi on YouTube. Finally, finally. This is something that I wanted to do for a long time. And I'm finally here. And I'm looking into your eyes, which is a weird thing because usually I have you on the other screen, so you see me like looking like this. So I put you here. So I look in the camera, and I have the script here because yes, I have a script, which is a weird thing. Yeah, I procrastinate a lot, so that's why I am on YouTube, but I am here. I am on YouTube, and should I done this a long time ago? I actually did, like 10 years ago, but you don't know that, and you don't have to know that, and you will never know that. But uh, this is the first time since when I started streaming. This is the first time actually doing this thing, and I should have started a long time ago. And I'm very happy, but because now I have more ideas, and I feel like it is the right moment. And I hope that I will make you laugh because uh, my script is very funny, but my sense of humor is very weird. Anyway, so we are here to talk about something that I know that you all like. Probably, I hope. I mean, if you're here, probably you are interested in it. As you know, probably, I watch. I mean, if you're new here, you don't know. Sorry, I didn't say it. But I watch and consume a lot of media. Specifically, in this video, not movie video, we are going to talk about series, movies, fanfics, webcomics, books. Okay, mainly series and movies, but I will mention also these other things. This year, for the first time in my life, I am being accountable with my media tracking. I tried this for many years, and this year it is the end of May. We are almost halfway through the year, and I am accountable with that. And I'm very happy because I have an Excel with a lot of stats, automatic stats, um, about my media tracking. And I will talk about that another day, probably not today, because today we are talking about other things. But this is giving me the chance to look through all the things that I watched and read and analyze them and like talk about what I have done in these first 4 months of 2026 because this is a video about um, my favorites media of the first quarter of 2026. Welcome. We are going to start this by saying an important thing that I consume around 100 media in the first 4 months of 2026. 100, okay? I would love to talk about every single one of them, but that will require me to talk for hours. So I am going just to pick one favorite month, talk about it, and then I will also do some special mentions because only one was too difficult to pick. So yeah, let me start with January, the first month of 2026, aka the Heated Rivalry month. So if you know me, and if you're not, you're going to find out right now. I have really, really, really loved Heated Rivalry. Okay, and as like a lot of other people in the social medias. Okay, um, Heated Rivalry was loved by a lot of people. We all had hyperfixation with it, and I consider it a very well made series, to be honest. So yeah, um, it's not just about the story; it's how it's made. Okay. So if you know, It Rivalry came out in at the end of 2025. I watched it two times after Christmas before 2026. And in January, I have done two other watches because the two already made weren't enough. Two other watches, I read the book and I read the sequel, The Long Game, which is specifically my favorite of this month because The Long Game is awesome. I stayed up until 6 a.m. to finish it. All right. I also read another novel fic. Of course, there's a refund fees. Only one. You should say only one. Yes, only one. Uh, only one fanfic. Okay. Uh, The Long Game got my heart. Has my heart completely. I love it. I still have to catch up with the entire Game Changers series of book. So my bad. I know that like it is important to actually read the entire series to before reading the long game because there are a lot of other reference about the other books. But I really wanted to read the long game because it was the sequel of the Rivalry, so I was like, yes, I will read it anyway, and then I will read the entire series. So that's a plan for the second half of 2026. I will do it, I swear, because I am totally excited to read about all the other couples. But yes, um, I love reading it immediately after the book of It Rivalry because you can see how much the author has grown as a writer. It is written so much better than It Rivalry, in my opinion, and I loved it. And even if I was hurt by reading it. Uh, but yeah, I can't wait to cry in season two. Let's see. Special mention of this first month are uh, the Twilight Saga because I watched the saga for the first time in my life ever. I never watched Twilight. I was completely blind, basically, except for the fact that I knew like the characters, kind of, but knew nothing about how the story developed. Um, so yeah, it was an adventure. It was something crazy, but I expected worse. So even if it's not in my favorites, I thought that it deserved mention. Second special mention is Warrior Nun. Now, this is a really niche series. And yes, it is literally about nuns that fights. And there's also a little bit of gay in it. But anyway, um, it is unfortunately cancelled after season two. So, and I was already aware of that, so I started the series knowing that I will probably finish with a cliffhanger or like an open finale because it was cancelled. And indeed, it was like that. Unfortunately, but I feel like it deserves more recognition, and I wanted to like. I feel like it is underrated, and I wanted to put it in the special mentions because I finally watched it and it was great. Honestly, let's move on February, aka the Narusazu. I love how you can see my hyperfixations by these titles that I put as fonts. Um, but yes, last autumn I started a rewatch of Naruto. That I think everyone knows. It's an anime and it's very popular. Of course, I watched it the first time in 2020 or 2021. I don't remember. I had a lot of time because it was post COVID, post lockdown, post the first lockdown. And after that, I never watched it again because, as you probably know, Naruto is very, very long. And even if I always said when I will rewatch it, I won't watch the fillers because, yes, in my first watch, I watched also the filler. Um, Even if I always said that, it was like I don't have time. Okay, but last autumn, I don't know why. I just was like, oh my god, I want to watch Naruto. I was in the mood, and I started to rewatch, and without fillers, of course. Of course, it took me longer because I am busier in life right now than when it was. Um, but basically, I also took a pause between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, but basically I watched almost the entire Naruto Shippuden in the first 3 months of 2026. I think I started before, but still, okay. Also because like then in March I was busy with crocheting, so it was a perfect time to do it. But we will talk about it later. So yeah, I spent a lot of time watching Naruto. And of course, February, I want to dedicate it to Naruto because uh as the first time that I watched it, of course, my watching was cited by fanfics. Specifically Narusazu fanfics. That I hope that you know Narusazu what is. Naruto, Sasuke, together. This is how ship's name works. Um and you will say, like, okay, how many fanfics you read? Only four fanfics, but still, I feel like it is the perfect favorite of the month. And specifically, I will say that my favorite is a couple of fanfics that are part of the same series. Fanfics is like a duology, okay? That it is called Have Your Cake. It is called Deja Vu. I have a thing for Naruto's called Deja Vu. And it was a reread for me in February. So I already read it before, I think in 2025. And I feel like I should put it as my favorite because I really like them, honestly. So, special mention of this month, I will say Past Lives, which is a movie that I loved it. And I remember that we ended up discussing the movie after watching it, and it was super interesting listening to other opinion, other perspectives, and I like it so much. It is a romance, um, and it is very very interesting. So it deserves a special mention. Next, we have March, aka my graduation month. Okay, sorry, I know it's not an hyperfixation this time. My bad. Okay, but March was the month that I uh, watched a lot of things. I mean, not a lot of things actually. I watched mainly Naruto, binge watch it, and I finished it in March. Because I had to finish my blanket, and I had to crochet a lot, and I watched Naruto in Italian with the Italian dub, so it was perfect to keep it in background while crocheting. Okay. I also watched Bridgerton actually because season 4 came out in February. Uh, so I didn't really have an hyperfixation in March, except maybe Benedict Bridgerton, but I am simping for him since season 1, so I don't think it counts. Um, but I think that the favorite of this month will be Rise of the Pink Ladies. It is another cancelled series, of course. Why I keep suggesting you cancelled series? I don't know. But Rise of the Pink Ladies, it's awesome. The songs are crazy good. Uh, I loved watching it. With also like a bit of Easter eggs from Greece, and I don't know, it was good. Not perfect, but I genuinely would have liked to watch the second season. And I am so sad that they cancel it. To be honest. Um, yes, I wanted to watch it since years. I think since when it came out, because I remember that when it came out, I was full of ads on YouTube about it. Uh, but I procrastinated it, and finally I watched it, and I am so happy to have watched it, and am sad at the same time because we don't have season two. But yes, special mention for March. I think it will go to Others, the musical. Something that was in my list again for a long time, and again, music top tier, amazing. That's all I have to say. Last but not least is April, aka the Bambi month. And you will say, what the fuck is Bambi now? I'm sorry, sorry. But that's shame on you for being uncultured, okay? I'm joking, of course. This is kind of niche, I feel. Also, like to be a favorite, I think it is kind of niche. So, April was my free month after graduation, and I spent a lot of time consuming media, and probably is the month with the most entries so far. I am a big rewatcher, and this month I rewatched a lot of things and catch up with a bit of things. But among the different things that I watched it in this month, I rewatched My Dear Never Have I Ever. It is my dear because like I have it in my heart. I know before you say something, I know. I'm sorry. I like teen dramas. I have a confession to do. I like teen dramas. But this is like superior to other teen dramas. Okay, teen dramas usually I rewatch them if like I need something silly. But this is more. This is more. Okay, I just like it. He has my heart somehow. And of course, I am sorry. I know that a lot of people probably do not agree with me. Um, but I was since season one Team Ben people. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're disappointed, probably, or probably not. And if you're not disappointed, probably you are the right person watching this video. And I'm sorry. I'm also an enemies to lovers person. So yeah, Bambi is another ship, and it is Ben and Debbie ship. And yes, it's the Bambi month because I read 5 fanfics about it. And yes, it's a straight couple. I know. Don't comment me, okay? You know those straight couples that feels queer? Yeah, exactly. For me, that's it. Devi and Ben are a straight couple that feels queer. If you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. Said that, I think that there is a very, very, very special mention that I have to do this month for April, which is Little Amelie or the character of the rain. Because that movie was, I feel it is basically my favorite of the month. So like it's more like uh Benvi and Little Emily are the same place. Both first place. They won as favorite of the month. It's just different. Like it feels different because like Little Emily was my first time watching. Well, never have I ever had to watch it. So yeah. Um, but yeah. Little Emily is amazing, gorgeous animation, masterpiece. So if you still haven't watched it, I totally recommend it to you because it is great. I loved it so so much. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my special mention for April. And said that, we finished. We finished April. I am very very proud of these first 4 months of 2026. I watched a lot of things. I know I did a lot of rewatch, but that's me. That's me. I'm a watch person. I'm a watch person. But yeah, I actually am so curious to see the final stats of the year. I can't wait. I will totally analyze them with you all. Because I love analyzing stats. So stay tuned for that. In the meanwhile, you can wait for the second quarter of the year in probably uh wait, May, June, July, August. Okay, so probably in September, I hope you will receive that. Uh which I am very curious to see what the next 3 months uh will give me. Yeah, this was the first quarter of 2026. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Um I don't know when you will see me again, but I hope soon. So yeah, thank you so much. Remember to, I know, subscribe and follow me also on me streaming. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not good at these things. Anyway, see you soon, I guess. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you like this, and if you like it, please like the video, and that's it. Bye, people.